Hey guys, welcome back for episode 2 in this Erlengrat New Farmers episode. Series, sorry. So let's first go check what my cows are doing today. I just woke up and this cow is still fast asleep and she looks like she's dead, but I think she's still fine. Because the health says that she is perfectly healthy. So I'll just assume that she will be fine. Apparently they got enough food and water, so I think they're happy. They look happy. They got water, they got food. I don't need to pay attention to that now. So, okay, they might need a little hay because their hay is gone. Luckily for them, I got 5 bales of hay in my pasture, so I'm gonna pick those up for them. And they'll be happy cows again, like super happy cows, because right now they're happy and then they will be super happy. So, let's get our tractor and get the bill fork on it. That might help me for getting the bills out, you know. Just saying. So let's go. Go. I'm just testing here what to do with the thing. I have to be honest, it's the first time I'm using a bill fork. Usually I just use a pallet fork because I'm lazy. I don't want to switch around front loader tools all the time. So I don't have a trailer to stack the bales on, and since they're just 5 bales, I'm just planning to go pick them up one by one. Well, not really one by one, but in a pack of 2 they would be fine, I suppose. And if not, it will just be a short drive. So it would be great if I can stack this one on top of the other one without losing the one I already have on my fork right now. Okay, put it on top there. Weep. And keep my fingers crossed it's gonna stay there. There we go. That looks great. So lower the thing again. Pick up the lower one and pray that everything's gonna be fine. First I need to park the tractor in front correctly, because otherwise it's already doomed before I actually tried. So yeah, the top one will just shift around a little, but it's right now pressed against my front loader tool, so that's fine. That's perfectly, it won't go anywhere as long as I stay careful, which I'm trying to be. As you know, I'm always super careful. Well, as long as you'll believe me, then I'm fine. Okay, I'm just gonna park these bales here and hope they will be accepted like that. Okay. Whoops. That one came back on top perfectly. It didn't even roll over. I'm awesome. So put these down and they'll be good. So now let's check if they actually got accepted or not. Okay, first I'm gonna pick up the other bales. I could try test the others in a minute. Okay, so now we have a dilemma. I got 3 bales, which sounds like a stupid idea to take them all at once, but me would not be me if I wouldn't try. So I'm just gonna try to stack them 3 on top of each other and see how that's gonna end up. Okay, I don't like this bill fork because I can't seem to be able to pick the thing up. Oh well. I sort of got it right now, so I'll just keep my fingers crossed again that it's gonna stay on there. Okay, so now it's on top of the other bill. Hopefully it's gonna let it go, and it does. So now we're gonna go pick up the 3rd and last hay bale, which is in this pasture. Okay, back, forward again, and come in at the right angle. Lower the front loader and then pick up this cute little bale. There we go. And yes, I know you're supposed to have those red things on top, but as you can see here, I'm not really good with this. There is a reason that usually I just prefer to have a automatic loader. And for some stupid reason, the bales just won't stick on the two lower pins, as you can see here. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it annoys me. So I'll just stick it onto the rail thingies, so that it will sort of stay on there, at least long enough. So now we're gonna stack it on top of the other two. And see if we are able to get that whole pile at once back to my farm. And you will never win without trying, so that's what I'm basically doing here. Lower the thing, get it on top, and take it easy, because otherwise you would already see it go south. Gosh. Okay, so here goes nothing. Lower the front loader tool, like that. Carefully drive forward. I also need to keep in mind that this is like a hill, so it's never gonna be as you're planning. Looks like I've got something on the fork, and there it goes, nothing. Alright. So that was a bad idea. You cannot stack 3 bales on top of each other without kicking them over. So we're just gonna take one, and then we're gonna take the other 2 in a minute. And we're just gonna drive an extra round to do that. I'm just lucky that the hay field is just behind the farm. So I think I'll just put them right here in front of the house, because I'm not using this space anywhere. They won't be in my way. So that sounds like a perfect spot. So now I should try to get this bale off of my fork, and it is sort of going down, and I love this glitch. There we go. Like normally this bale would just fall off as soon as you would turn a bale fork upside down, right? Well, in Farming Simulator we got magic bales. They're sort of magnetic, and they will just stick to your bale fork whether you like it or not. And you just have to learn to live with that, basically. So now we're gonna try to fix this mess. Oh gosh. And I just make the mess even worse. Up. There we go. And then we have to try to turn this one over while putting it on top of the other one. That sounds like a great idea, right? Oh well. Again, we have magic bales. They stay on the bale fork even when it's upside down. And then you get this situation. And let me tell you, this is pretty frustrating. So the sound I was actually gonna make is... There we go. Again, I even lost count on the attempts I already made to do this, but you get the point. Alright, so now we have 2 bales on top of each other, and they won't really load on this freaking bale fork. So they're sort of on my tractor, and I should just drive carefully. And I am glad that I don't have to drive all the way from the other side of the map to my farm. And now comes another challenge: unloading them on top of the one I already delivered here. So let's just try to do this a little careful, because I have a pretty funny situation going on here, as you can see. Okay. Yeah. This is a challenge. Lower this one and try to... Okay. So now it is sort of on top of the other one, but when I let it go, it's gonna fall down. So, oh my gosh, I got lucky there. Lower it, let it go, please. Oh, thank you. It's sort of stacked on top of each other and it's not even too bad. Right? And otherwise, just don't look at it. So, my cows, how are they doing? Saving the game. Yep, their hay is back and their feed is all the way to 100% again, so that's perfect. Love that. Okay, now we need some money, so I might as well go do a contract to get some money in here. We have 500 euros for leasing stuff, and this is 350 euros for leasing stuff. I need to lease because I don't have all the materials myself, and the materials I do have is gonna take me like an entire day, like 24 hours. So we're gonna check out where those fields are. One is they both have to be delivered at the animal dealer, so that's good. That one is right there, field number 1. That's super close to the animal dealer, and the other one is too far away, so I'm just gonna take this one because it's pretty much next to the animal dealer, so that's a good deal, right? So I'm gonna lease all these items and tap into the tractor that I have with that lease contract. So here we go. Well, it's a baling mission. Yeah, it's hay bales, so we have all the items we need for that. We got the front mower and the mowers that go on the side. There we go. Now we're gonna first go to the field to start mowing the thing. Come on, cars. Usually you're super fast and now you're super slow. Hit that gas pedal. There we go. So here we are at this pretty field. It's all the way in the corner of the map. It's a pretty straightforward field, so that's okay. I really like baling missions, so, and they make you good money too. They just take a little longer than normal, but I don't mind. They make good money. Right now I just have 19,000 euros and it's really not much. So first we're gonna cut the grass, as we always do when we want to make bales. Whether it's hay, grass or silage. This is a pretty big field. Every time you think you're almost at the end, there's more grass popping up. It's crazy, isn't it? It would be awesome if you would have a mower that's just covering half of this field. So, I have finished the mowing. Since this is a contract, I can just leave the mowers behind here. I'm just gonna park them right here, out of my way. Because I don't want to take them with me all the way when I'm driving back and forth to the shop to get the other stuff, you know? It's quite a drive though, because the shop's not around the corner. So here we are. The next item. Get on. Get it back to my field, and now I have this great idea. I got a tractor myself, so I'm gonna use it to bring the equipment from the shop to the field I actually have this mission on. So first I'm gonna hire a helper to bring my tractor to the shop. Sometimes I just have these smart ideas, I know. I know, you're thinking, why didn't I come up with this myself? Because really, hiring the helpers for these small thingies, it's really not worth wasting your time for, because they really save time on those contracts when you do it like this. So you just hook on the equipment item that is next, which is in this case the rake, and you park the thing on the road. You just make a new you just let them know where they have to go, and then they'll just deliver this item for you at the field where they have to be. And when you don't park those helpers on the road, trust me, they will say that the object is not reachable or something like that. He's not able to reach the destination. Just because he's not able to drive away from even a field himself, because those helpers are still freaking stupid. Anyway, while the helper is bringing my stuff over to this field, I can already do my job on that field. Because letting the helpers do their jobs on this field is, it is an option, but if you want to keep most of the money from this contract to yourself, you better do it yourself. When I was rich, or almost rich, I would hire helpers to do most of the part of the contract. So again, now I'm gonna use the helper to bring this tractor back to the shop to go get the next item for me. So again, park it on a road, or path in this case, otherwise the helper will not know where to go. Seriously, I've done this before. I had a helper that was in a huge field like that, and it didn't know how to get off of the field. Like, are you kidding me? Should not be that hard, right? But apparently they only know how to deal with roads. Okay, so, but in the meantime, my helper got me my next piece of equipment, so that's awesome. Just unfold the thing and we're gonna rig this stuff together. And it's quite a nice amount of hay, so. But the rake is big enough, so it should not be too much of a struggle to finish this one. Really, my tractor looks so small with this huge thingy behind it. It's cute, right? Yeah, and there's some grass in the corner, but I didn't really worry about that, because it's not part of the field officially. Okay, so now my helper has arrived at the shop, so I'm just gonna go back there and make sure I attach the next item, which is the baler, to the tractor so that the helper can bring this baler to the field. There we go. Create a mission again. A job, as you should call it. Using the correct terms. Alright. And we just continue what we were doing, which was raking the field. And it helps. It seems like it helps when you just lower and turn on the thing. Especially turning on will help a lot. Also lowering too, because you can turn it on and then the thing just starts turning around like crazy without doing anything. It looks pretty stupid. I like these big fields because they're so easy to turn around on. You could just make turns like this and know it's not pretty, but it works. I promise you I won't do that again, okay? Or you just won't have to look at it anymore. It's crazy how much hay the thing can rake in just one single line. I really love these items. They're always much better than the stuff I own at my own farm, so it's also like a glimpse to the future. Like at some point I'm also gonna own these things, man. How cool is that? I think it's pretty awesome. You just get a feel for the stuff you're working with. You're gonna work with, actually. So you know what you don't and what you do want to have in the future when you finally have enough money to actually buy stuff, instead of just spending money and losing money and just leasing items instead of owning them yourself. But that's okay. It's gonna take some effort to get something, and the reward's even gonna be bigger when you put a little more effort in it. And this is kind of relaxing, the baling missions. I really don't mind doing them. Because they're not hard, you don't really have to pay attention. You can just drive around, back and forth, on this huge field. Especially on the huge field, because on the small field you have to turn and do stuff all the time, and on the big fields you just park the tractor and it's just gonna drive its line. And just every now you just correct the steering wheel a little more to the left, a little more to the right. Nothing very exciting going on, so that's awesome. Next time I'll turn on the radio too. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, radio sounds like a good idea. Because you have that option in Farming Simulator, like seriously. Okay, so now the raking is done. Time to go on to the next item, which is the baler. So we're gonna just relocate this tractor, onto a path, so that the helper can return the tractor to the shop to go get my last item, which is the bale loader. Create job, go to the shop, please and thank you. There you go. Bye bye. So we're gonna start baling. It's gonna be square bales, and I'm just gonna make sure that I pick the biggest size. The bigger the better, especially for missions. Like baling missions, hay bales and grass bales, because silage you have to pay attention because the biggest size cannot be wrapped. That's something you really have to pay attention to. In this case they don't have to be wrapped, so I can just pick the 240. For wrapping you cannot go any higher than 220, because the baler won't do any more than 220. But here I don't have the wrap, so I'll just pick the 240 so I have larger bales. Woo! And don't worry, I'll go back to that part later on. It's just too wide to go pick up at once. And sorry about that, I was not paying attention. Take 2. The fun part about this is that the pile of hay I just raked together is so high that the bales keep popping out like crazy. There's the first one already. And the second one is right behind it. It's crazy. You can see how fast the numbers are going up. I wish my field was as big as this one. So that now all the bales are bales, now that all the hay are turned into bales, I'm just gonna pick them up with this awesome automatic loader I got with this mission. I really love contract missions where you have these automatic loaders, because I really don't like loading bales manually. That's mainly because of the bugs that are still in the game, and I really don't like that. When the bales don't really come off your fork the way they're supposed to, it's really a pain. So then these automatic bale loaders are just the solution. And they can stack a lot of bales on there. I'm just curious how many I'm actually able to stack on there. Would be awesome if I could do it at once. Nope, I couldn't. So there's 14 bales on my trailer right now. And now please, if you want reality, keep your eyes closed for a sec. Okay, you can open them again, and I did not tell you, I'm not gonna tell you what I just did, okay? You make a guess, but I'm not gonna tell you, because it will hurt your heart. It will hurt your heart, your little heart. So the animal dealer is already on my right side here. I'm just gonna drive around, because by doing so I won't have to back the trailer up, because on that road you don't really have the space to back it up. So I'm just gonna drive around very carefully, because there's all bins and containers right here. And it's very narrow and you hardly have any space to move around. There we go. Just around the corner, and don't fool yourself to put the bales in this square. I did that before, and trust me, it doesn't work. You have to go pick them up again. You have to really drop them off right here at this little sign, this little blue sign, and then you'll be good. They'll be accepted right there, not in the little square I showed you before. Okay, so we're gonna unload these bales right here and just see if it's gonna be enough to end this contract. Would be great. If not, well, we just have to pick up the other bills. 98%. Are you kidding me? So I just have to go back to get... Well, okay. So we're gonna go back to pick up the rest of the bills, which might be just a couple. Yep. So here we are. It was just a couple of other bills. Really not much. Really not really worth the effort, but hey, it's a contract. We have to do what we're told. We accepted it, so we have to finish it. There we go. The last bills. Unload the thing. Awesome. Has finished. So now we can go hit the spacebar, collect, and we're done. And that made us like 15,000 euros. Okay, a little less. 13,000 euros. That was it then. Pretty good mission, I think. Alright, that will be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and next time I'll just let you show you more of this episode. Thanks!